Are Kyle Richards and Lisa Vanderpump all good again? We have Brittany Cartwright that is ditching Jackson, coming to WeHo. She's got a new bar opening up. And then Bethenny's got a new man, and I'm comparing him to her old man. So let's get it. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Veterans Day. Shout out to all the brave men and women that have kept our country safe. All the veterans, like my grandfather, sending you so much love. Let's honor them today. If you guys have the day off today, enjoy your day. Hug a veteran. Save a horse. Ride a veteran. You know, nothing but love, respect, and all the goods to them. Hi, Julia. Julia says, yay, I'm in a live for once. Hi, Julia Griffin. Hi, Heather Walsh. Heather Walsh said I look really good today, so thank you. Also, by the way, guys, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, thank you. So many messages have been, so many reviews have been flooding in. Please keep them coming. I mean, we were staying strong on the charts over the weekend, and we didn't even release new episodes over the weekend. So, please keep sending them in. Please keep writing and letting me know and letting everyone know what you're enjoying about No Filter with Zack Peter. It was funny. I have to read one of these because it was too good. It's from Babe234. He wrote, no filter. Zack is so refreshing. He has no filter, but he is still nice when he disagrees with a viewpoint, be it a real housewife or political view. And even better, he can talk politics without trying to sway one side or the other and is fair while simultaneously playing devil's advocate without ever saying who he voted for. Plus, he makes me want to watch baseball and drink beer. Go Dodgers or something? Question mark. I just thought that was funny. I was like, wow, yeah, we've really been genre bending a lot over the past couple of weeks. We've done sports commentary, pop culture commentary, political commentary. I'm just like, wow, I can do. I'm just a Zack of all trades. I can do it all. But thank you. Please keep the reviews coming. They're free for us podcasters. I mean, not just for me. Any podcast that you're listening to that you enjoy, keep it coming because they support us. They help us stay on the charts. They're especially important right now as I've kind of been tackling a lot of these heavier topics that are outside of the typical, reality TV Bravo fluff news. The fact that in bending all of the genres that I'm able to even stay in the top charts, considering I should have alienated and lost majority of my audience by now, and I didn't. So thank you guys. Love you guys. I also get all your DMs. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. Kenzie says, I can listen to you talk about anything, Zack. Well, there we go. Laura says, we're basically PBS at this point. Aaron says, Zack, is it better to do comments on Apple or YouTube? Both. I mean, if you're watching this, then at least hit the like button if you're watching and live streaming on YouTube. And the reviews on Apple Podcasts do really help. So wherever you're listening to it, be it Spotify, you can leave a 5-star rating. YouTube, hit the like button. And Apple, leave a review. Okay. Ooh, look at Heather Johnson. Heather Johnson with the super sticker. Thank you, Heather Johnson. Look at that. Welcome on in, Heather Johnson. Heather Johnson. Laura says, I sent my comments via carrier pigeon. Well, Laura, they're getting lost on us. Jessica says, happy Veterans Day from Wisconsin. Big shout out to Zack as well for using your platform to spread knowledge, love, and reality all at the same time. It's platforms like yours that will unite us all. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, shout out to all the veterans. Okay, what do we want to start with? Because we have so much to get into. Okay, let's start with Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch. So Brittany Cartwright is coming to West Hollywood? Huh? What's going on? Brittany Cartwright opening up her new bar. We saw them open up Jax's last year. And now Brittany Cartwright is coming to WeHo with the same partners that they used for Jax's bar. Now she's partnering with them again to open up Brit's bar. So a couple doors down from Tom Tom near Sir. When she announced it, she said that it was across from Sir, but a couple doors down from Tom Tom. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because It's literally like it's one giant block, right? Let me see if I can, what do I have here that I can use as a demonstration? Oh, we have the tape. Okay. So it's literally one giant block, right? And we'll say this is Santa Monica Boulevard. So this main little strip right here, Santa Monica Boulevard, the main strip where all the bars are. So Tom Tom's about right here. Okay. Tom Tom right here towards the corner. Pump used to be right here. So Tom Tom's kind of in the middle. Pump used to be right here. Sir is literally all the way down over here. So Sir's right here. Tom Tom all the way over here. So I'm like, well, then where's Brit's gonna go? Or sorry, right here. Like, where's, if she's just down from I would assume maybe here, but then she says she's across from Sir, but Sir is all the way over here. And then something about her is right here. So it was Sir, something about her, Pump, Tom Tom. So I'm assuming Brits is gonna go towards like around the corner that Pump was at, which is gonna be interesting because that's a very expensive corner. Like Lisa Vanderpump closed Pump because it was too expensive. So I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do with that. Ooh, look at Jessica came in and Jessica's like, Heather Johnson brought a super sticker where I'm gonna bring an extra super sticker. Double it. Ooh, Jessica's even looking cute in her profile picture. She's got her wind in the hair. She's having like a Beyonce moment. She's like, I wear my hair back and forth. I wear my hair. Oh, that's not Beyonce. That's Willow Smith. But still, she's got the wind in her hair. I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my home is. So yeah, Brittany thinks she knows where her home is. She's like, my journey started at Sir, and now I'm right across from Sir. But I'm like, across from Sir is a parking lot. So, well, it's yeah, or Chiconi's, which is another restaurant. So yeah, Mimir says, who is the nut bar investor that is backing another Vanderpump Rules bar? Risky investment at this point. Not necessarily because one, I think Brittany is very beloved, and two, the Valley is like really kind of picking up. It did popular last season. I think it'll continue to do popular or do well and rank favorably for the network. So Vanderpump Rules, sure, but at least, you know, the Valley is keeping it going. The Valley is keeping it alive. But yeah, I'm uncertain. She's probably going to be near that corner that Pump was in. I don't envision she's taking over that entire space. Maybe where Pump Garden was, because remember how Lisa Vanderpump originally had Pump and then she opened up the Pump Garden next door. So maybe that's where it's going to be. Like she's taking that small strip area. I'm trying to think what else is there. Motherlode is there, which Motherlode is where you go if you like want to see all the old hot daddies. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even say hot; they're just old, and the drinks are a lot cheaper. And then you have Bottega Louie if you want like some macarons. What else is? And then there's Tom Tom. What else is in that little? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But so what it is though is these partners, they seemed, I have to admit, I really want to try Mima's beer cheese. I kind of want to try it too. But so what it looks like they're doing, or at least what they did with Jax's, is they took an already established business and then they opened kind of like a pop-up within that business, which is technically smart. So like with Jax's, his is attached to a Rocco's, and Rocco's is already an established brand. They have a Rocco's in West Hollywood as well. So it's already known, it's already established, and Jax's is basically just an extension of Rocco's, it appears. So I'm assuming that's what they'll do with Brits as well, is take a bar. Well, again, I don't know. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. And then I'm thinking, well, what's there? Do they own Motherlode? Could you imagine Brits being an extension of Motherlode? That's why I said you have all the old daddies that go there and have, you know, penny beers. I don't think they have penny beers anymore, but like, you know, I don't know. They especially don't have penny beers in West Hollywood. Yeah. So like Jax's is oh, Tones. I haven't seen you in a minute, Tones. It's Rocco's bar, and then they have like a patio section that's like kind of attached to it, but I believe they share the same kitchen. And so it looks like they just have another room that they built onto Rocco's that's now Jax's. 'Cause I remember the address when I went originally, which was I believe the week or two that they had just opened. We went and it was the address was Rocco's. And so we went in and we were kind of like confused. And they're like, oh, yeah, that, the driveway, you kind of just walk around and up the driveway and that's Jax's. And so we walked around and up the driveway and there was Jax's, but it was still attached to Rocco's. So I'm assuming that's kind of what's going to happen. Yeah. HZMT said Ryan Bailey said Brits would be the same owners as Jax's. Well, they're the same partners. So it's essentially all the same. They own the business and think of it like a white label business, right? Like Whitney Rose buying her jewelry from AliExpress and then saying it's called Prism. That's kind of what they're doing in this sense. They have the model, they have the partners, they have the restaurant, and it's already all established. And then it's not like TomTom, right? Where TomTom's its own business, its own entity, its own everything. So yeah. Kenzie said, "Is Jax's bar still open?" Yeah, it's open. It's doing fine. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Unclear how they're gonna make it all work, but yeah. Okay, everyone's laughing at my Prism reference. I know because oh my God, you guys, you don't even realize there was so much drama over the weekend and last week. There's all this crazy content creator drama. And I'm just like, this person's fighting with that person who's fighting with this person, and then this person inserted themselves and they're fighting with that person. I'm like, oh my God. And everybody's calling me and I'm on the phone with all of them. And then I was getting mad at one of them. Because I was like, wait, now I'm kind of salty. And then I'm like, no, I'm not inserting myself into this drama. So much drama. I don't know what's going on. Everyone keeps asking me to comment on the Whitney Rose, Dana Wilkie, Prism, Lisa Barlow, that whole situation. And I'm like, listen, not my circus, not my monkeys. It's really, I wanted to really bite my tongue on this one. It's just challenging for me to believe that Whitney is making all of this up. If I'm looking at this solely objectively, right? As if I have no skin in the game and I don't know any of these people, if I look at it solely objectively, I, as a viewer, have a tough time believing that like Whitney Rose and Bravo orchestrated this false storyline against Lisa Barlow, right? And if we know of Whitney's history in the past, like she takes things and runs with them. She doesn't make them up. Like if somebody tells, or maybe sometimes she mishears things, but at least we have this on camera. I don't know. It's very confusing. And I was having somebody over the weekend or last, I think like Thursday or Friday, try to explain it to me. And they were like, giving me like point by point details of like what was going, because I was like, I don't understand this. Like the story's going in so many different directions. So I was like, I literally like I don't know. I legitimately don't know. But listen, I want to be out of the drama. I'm in my own healing journey. So I don't want to get enthralled into that mess. But then there was more mess with my friend Donna, and I guess the your moms are watching, and then my friend Jacques, and like they're all fighting. And I was like, what I will say though, and um, I do want to say, I know Jacques and I know Donna, and I love them both very much. I don't know Thea, who runs the accounts your mom is watching as well. She's always been very friendly to me. She's always been very nice to me. I saw that like there was like drama because like Thea was saying that like Donna had made fun of her disability. And then Donna like went on her show to try and defend herself. And I just want to say, again, I don't know Thea all that well. We've chatted on Instagram. I know she's invited me to her book launch parties. I really wanted to go to her most recent one, but it was around the time that my grandfather had passed away. And like I was just dealing with a bunch of family stuff and I wasn't able to make it, even though I would have loved to have gone and supported her. And my friend Jacques was there. But I haven't listened to any of it deeply. I've kind of tried my best to stay out of it as much as possible. But my understanding is that Thea believes that Donna had made some derogatory comments about her MS. And though I haven't listened to what Donna has actually said, I haven't listened to her show. But what I will say is, knowing Donna and as my friend, I can defend her character. Again, I didn't hear the comments. I don't think, or maybe I didn't pay much attention to it, but all I can do is defend her character and say that, as somebody that, like I have my brother, and not to say that autism and MS are in any way comparison, but, or comparable rather, but I know Donna and I know she would never try to make fun of somebody's disability, just in knowing her and knowing her character. So I know a lot of people are sending a lot of hate her way, and I've always been very confused as to why people don't like Donna Bowling, because I think she's always been just a very nice person in general. So yeah, I can defend my friend's character. She hasn't asked me to. But yeah, I can just say I know her heart and I know she would never try to or intentionally make fun of somebody's disability. I'm sorry that Thea was hurt by anything that she may have said. Well, actually, I don't even know why I'm saying I'm sorry. I didn't do anything. But yeah, I mean, I want to be respectful to Thea because she's obviously, a very talented creator in this space. She has a very popular Instagram account. She has her books that have come out, very successful and popular in her own right. And I send Thea love because I can't even imagine what it's like to live with MS every day. I can only imagine how challenging that is. But yeah, so there we go. I can just say, love me some Donna. Okay, Marianne Stout says she did not. She apologized over and over. Um, she never made fun of her MS. That's why when I heard that, I was like, that just sounds so out of character for Donna, and I don't believe Donna would ever do that. And I stand by that. Okay, moving on. Speaking of making amends, though, Donna mocked her. I don't believe Donna mocked her, at least not from what I've heard. I think it may have been misread. Um, I don't know. But speaking of making amends, Kyle Richards and Lisa Vanderpump. So Kyle's talking about a very friendly encounter that they just had. She said that she ran into Lisa Vanderpump and Ken Todd, and it did not go badly. She said that Ken's always been very friendly when she sees Ken, but that Lisa Vanderpump's always a little cold towards her. She's a little frosty, she's a little icy. But this time she seemed friendlier than she normally is. So I guess it kind of leaves the door open, maybe, for um for a possible reconciliation. I would like to see it. I've always enjoyed Kyle and Lisa's friendship. I think after the housewife world, like once you get out of that world, I think you then like look at Teresa and Jacqueline. They had a close friendship before Housewives. Jacqueline left. Now that Jacqueline's off Housewives, they've been able to kind of repair their relationship. And I think when you're in the mess of it all, when you're in the Housewives land and it's constantly, like Bethenny always says, it's kill or be killed. And so I think there's often a pressure to keep the drama going or not give yourself enough time and space to be apart. So I like Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle together. I hope that they're able to move on. But only time will tell. We shall see. I would like to see some sort of reconciliation. And like I said, I did see the Beverly Hills premiere. I got an early screener. I saw that this morning the first 7 minutes of the episode were released. So you can watch the first 7 minutes of the episode. I think it's going to be a good season. I'm hopeful. I know Dorit is in the center of a lot of the drama. Dorit and Sutton is going to be a big fallout. Dorit and Kyle is going to continue to play out as the season goes on. So we'll have to wait and see. But I hope LVP and Kyle can make up. Bethenny Frankel has got a new boyfriend. You want to be my boyfriend? Well, even though she was just engaged, she is now dating a new man. And he's quite a hunky new man, if I do say so myself. Oh, look at this. So his name is Tom Vellante. Vellante? Tom Vellante. He's a tech CEO from Santa Monica. We love a good tech CEO from Santa Monica. They made their first public debut at the Yellowstone premiere for Paramount Plus. So this is them at the party. I believe this was a photo that was cropped that Jay Cutler was also in this photo, but he's been cut out of this photo and it's just Bethenny and Tom. Don't tell me it's about Tom. It's about Tom. So they were originally spotted holding hands together. It looked like they were out to dinner somewhere in New York. Originally spotted together back in, I believe it was September. And now it appears they are red carpet official. I think he's cute. I think her ex Paul was a little cuter. He definitely has a bit more of a rugged vibe to him. Whereas Paul was a little bit of a sweeter, cleaner, you know, more polished guy where I don't know, this one just seems a little more rugged with the leather jacket and the slick back hair. Like, I'm kind of here for it. He's cute. I'd hit it. I- So Lori says he is cute and just guessing really rich. I would assume so. Najat says this guy is hot. Laura says I like him rugged. Susan says he's very good looking. Bethenny must be having fun. I hope Bethenny's having all the fun. Maybe that's why she's calmed down a bit on the tickety talk. It was before she was going and she was eating the crab and she was like very manic. And now she seems to be a little more balanced. So maybe he's giving her that sexual healing. Sexual healing. Healing. How many seasons have we had with Beverly Hills? Is this season 13, 14? This may be season 14. It's 13 or 14. Can't remember. But good for them. Also interesting bit of news. Real Housewives of New Jersey appears to be having an upcoming crossover with Jersey Shore. So cameras were out over the weekend and they spotted Snooki filming with none other than, do you want to guess which Jersey housewives they were filming with? There were 2 Jersey housewives, and I guess a house husband. Any guesses? Any guesses? Bum, ba, bum. Snooki was spotted out filming and kissing Melissa Gorga. Melissa and Joe Gorga were out with Snooki. Looks like they're filming the new season of Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Danielle Cabral was also present. She was also there. So we know Jersey's on pause. We don't know when Jersey will be unpaused. We don't know when they will unburden us with this pause. We saw Dubai was just paused. I don't think Dubai's coming back, to be honest with you guys. I think it's indefinitely paused. Ugh. They both have Jersey-licious clothing stores. I think Snooki store is a lot more Jersey-licious. I think Melissa's store is a little more cutesy fashion. But I mean, Melissa Gorga, Snooki, I mean, that's an interesting pairing, right? Wanda says, I guess Gorgas. Yeah. Danielle Cabral was there. No, not Danielle. Stop. Danielle Cabral, the new Danielle, the blonde Danielle. Lori says, I do love Danielle with brown hair. Is her hair brown now? Does she go brunette? I didn't know that. Let me look her up. Let me see if we can see her new brunette hair. Danielle Cabral. Oh, she does look a lot better with the darker hair. I like the darker hair and the darker brows. See, everyone's going dark these days, and I'm very here for it. The blonde era is, I mean, as much as I loved being blonde, this darker, chocolatier era is very much a vibe. I'm very here for it. Okay. See, Zach, you started a trend. I mean, no, I think the trend started. Remember, Dorit went dark. The trend started a little before me. I was a little reluctant to jump on the brunette train, but then when I was ready, I was full on ready. And not only that, but I'm pulling what was that girl's name? She was the Jen Shaw's final season of Salt Lake City. Remember, she was like bringing in all the grays. She was like doing gray representation. I feel like that's what I'm doing now. I'm in my salt and pepper era. I've gone full all natural. The dark looks good on you, Zach. You could work both, though. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That I do. Have you guys started your holiday shopping? I feel like it feels like we're getting closer and closer to the holidays, but also at the same time, it feels like we have a ton of time, but like we're literally at this point weeks away from Hanukkah and Christmas and all the things, right? So I don't know. I haven't really started even thinking about my holiday shopping, but I'm curious if you guys have started yours. But if you are ready to get into holiday shopping mode, spark something uncommon this holiday season with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that it's exactly what I wanted feeling. They scour the globe for original handmade and absolutely remarkable things. Somehow, they know exactly the perfect gift for every single person that you know. right? Remember last week when I was wearing the dog father pullover, the crew neck? Very cute because I did a little shopping for me while I was supposed to be shopping for others. But I love that everything on their site, like you can customize it, right? So if you have a relative or a friend that's from out of town. I mean, I live in LA, so they're all transplants. So all my friends, I'm like, oh, well, this is cute because if you're from Minnesota or you're from Louisiana or you're from Pennsylvania, then I can give you a custom barware, custom kitchenware, servingware, all that's customized to where you're from. So that way you feel like you're from home. So I love you. I want you to go and check out Uncommon Goods because they have nothing but all the goods. Okay. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the US. They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They have gifts that you can personalize, like I said. What I love about them is like you can really scour all of the different categories and find something that's unique and catered because I'm somebody that likes the more thoughtful gifts. So from hosts to hostess gifts to the coolest finds for kids to hits for everyone, from book lovers to diehard sports fans, Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. So not the same old selections that you can just find everywhere, right? Isn't it always the worst when you buy somebody a gift from a regular department store and the next, somebody else bought them that same gift? That's not going to happen with Uncommon Goods. Okay. And even better, with every purchase that you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice, and they've donated more than $3 million to date. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/nofilter. That's uncommongoods.com/nofilter for 15% off. You can also use code NOFILTER. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? And not only that, I was trying to do something fun and festive this weekend, so I made a apple cider mimosa because everyone on the internet, remember, dragged me for the apple cider that I never tried when I mentioned on the Pop Report, and everyone's like, "What? You've never had?" Because I didn't realize like apple cider was a thing, right? And now that we've officially entered the holiday season, one of the biggest fears that a lot of people have is like that sugar rampage and the antsiness that comes from it. Don't worry, because I got your new holiday secret weapon. Your holiday season secret weapon is going to be BioRay. And specifically, their new teen line, which is called Raise by BioRay, for teens who want to feel good. My family's been taking BioRay supplements for over a decade now. BioRay formulas are the plant-based medicine that you've been looking for. They're tasty liquid tinctures, perfect for the whole family, and their new Raise line is great for helping those angsty teens. Life is Peachy drops help calm down those moods and bring on the peachy vibes. Thinking cap drops help with the ability to stay alert and pay attention. All systems glow is a nutritious boost that can help charge those picky eaters if you got a picky eater at home. And Dream Machine can help your teen wind down from all the noisy thoughts before bed. Like I said, I put some apple cider with some Prosecco, stirred in some of the BioRay Life is Peachy drops that I felt good and can help cut back on those sugar cravings, especially since I was drinking sugar. And I also threw in a little bit of the classic BioRay Daily Lines Liver Lover. So whatever you need, BioRay has you covered. Give Raised by BioRay a try today and check out BioRay. Use code ZACK, Z-A-C-K, for 10% off your next order right now at BioRay.com. That's code ZACK, Z-A-C-K, at BioRay, B-I-O-R-A-Y, BioRay.com, and score that 10% off. You can thank me later. Thank me later. Whew. Okay. What do we want to get to next? I mean, we've covered so much already. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, actually, I saw this photo on the internet, which to me was kind of fun. Um, it's this photo of Kamala Harris with her two nieces. I know people are getting a little fatigued with politics, so I figured why not add some good political news. So there's this fun photo that's going around. I mean, some people are like, "Oh my gosh, she's drinking her wine," but I kind of saw this photo and I just thought it was cute. She definitely seems unburdened by what has been. And listen, she deserves to have a family day, right, where she can drink some wine and chill and have a good time and fully be unburdened by what has been. running a presidential campaign, I can't even imagine. I know it's a lot. I know you have people that are coming at you hard. And listen, she fought the best that she could, and good to her. I just thought this photo was cute because it's her and her family, and she's finally winding down from everything. And hopefully she can take a beat. She deserves the beat. She deserves to, breathe a bit and enjoy. I would say more than a glass of wine, girlfriend. Have a bottle on me, you know? So good for her. There's also some low budget rumors that were going around over the weekend as well. One of them being that her stepdaughter, Ella, was hospitalized after having a mental breakdown after the election results. And so Ella has come out and posted on her Instagram stories basically saying, suck it, haters. It's not true. She's been just living life, playing fetch with her dog. So we can put those rumors to rest. Ella is not in a mental facility, not like Kim Richards. Remember when Kim Richards was put under her 5150 psych hold? Well, Ella has not been. She's been playing fetch with her dog. So we can file that one under low budget tea. So glad Ella's doing better. I hope everybody is finally starting to like take it all in, breathe, heal. We can all kind of move forward, you know? And then on that note, two other little bits of positive news that came out in the political world over the last week. Or at least one that meant something to me that I thought was a positive, and that's that Trump has announced that his plans to make insurance companies cover IVF treatment for all families. I know that that was a concern, was access to IVF treatment. But two things that he stated is one, he is absolutely against and will not be in favor of a national abortion ban. He has stated that he is not in favor of that, will block it if it comes across his desk, and then just announced that he plans to make insurance companies cover IVF treatment for all families, including families like mine. I will hope to have a family one day. So a big old gay family can have kids, and we can utilize IVF treatments. And listen, when I am closer to exploring that one day, I'm glad that there are options available for all families throughout our country. So I think that this is a positive. We can choose to only look at the darkness, choose to only look at the craziness and madness, or we can tend to focus on those slivers of hope, right? Those slivers of light that we can see in the darkness, like the light at the end of the tunnel. I think we have to give people credit. So while we have, positive news about Kamala being able to spend some time with her family, I don't want to put out any further fear mongering or scare people. I want to put out positive news and send, I know people like to focus on the negative headlines, but this is at least a positive. Another positive that I saw is that he announced that he will not be bringing Mike Pompeo or Nikki Haley into his cabinet, which I know a lot of people are happy about. Looks like he's trying to further distance himself from the neocons that he brought into his cabinet last time. I announced last week that he brought in the first ever female chief of staff in U.S. history, which I think is a bonus, for the people that love identity politics. I personally am not a big fan of identity politics, but at least this is a win, right? And it's something that we should celebrate. Seeing a woman in a position of power, very similar to having the very first female vice president in our country. All good things, all good advances. So for people that like identity politics, that was a good that was a good win from last week. And listen, Pompeo and Nikki Haley out of the cabinet, I think that's good. He said that he has surrounded himself by, a lot of poor choices his last term. So I think hopefully we can give him a little bit of hope that it won't be worse this time around. So just a little bit of good news, a little bit of positive news that I thought I would sprinkle in there if we can. I don't know what else. Um, what else has come forth? I think other than that, I mean, the news was, oh, look at that. Queens of Bravo just tweeted that the first ever Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode aired 4 years ago today. Wow. So we've had 4 full years of the Real Housewives of of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Interesting. I did watch the OC um, reunion. I thought it was fine. I thought Katie came off a little crazy. Emily was like, on a rampage. Emily was like die hard, going all in at Kate. Well, Emily was just coming out swinging, right? Yeah, it's crazy, you know? Trisha says, "Thank you for the good news. We need to focus on the good." Thank you, Trisha. You reminded me. There was this one lady in my DMs over the weekend. Her name is Tracy, and she was like going off on me, and she was just like being so nasty and so rude. Um, she was just like, "I'm a Christian and I don't disagree with people that view the world differently than me, but how dare you? How dare you after your election episode? How dare?" And I was like, "Well," she's like, "I have empathy and compassion. I'm a Christian." And I'm like, "So are you showing me empathy and compassion in this moment?" And she's like, "Well, I don't agree with you." And I was like, "Well, but you just said you have empathy and compassion even for the people that you don't agree with. So that's not very Christ-like of you, Tracy." And she was like, "Well, I can't support that." And I was like, "Well, but Tracy, you said that you have empathy and compassion even for the people that you don't agree with." And I was like, you should love all sinners, right? We're all humans. We're all sinners at the end of the day." I was like, "You know what, Tracy? I'm going to pray for you tonight. I'm going to pray for you very well." And she did not like that. Tracy did not like that I was going to pray for her because a, um, she's a, um, she's a Christian, and she is not a fake Christian. She's a real Christian. I was like, "I'm going to pray for you, Tracy, because you're showing me less Christian and more Pharisee." I dropped that word out there. I dropped out the Pharisee. You know? Velda said no one should attack. He's like, "Thank you." Listen, I've gotten a lot more love than I have gotten any of the mean messages, but I'm also used to the mean messages. So when I get nice messages, I'm always like, "Wow, you guys are so sweet." Jean says, "What do you think about the Scientology briefly discussed on Real Houses in New York?" I mean, my thing is, it's like either give us the Scientology or don't. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, it's Rebecca Minkoff. Like, I get that that's why they wanted her on the show, but I don't know. She ain't giving us much. Like, Rebecca Minkoff was a total flop. I think we can all agree on that. Pam says thoughts and prayers. Everybody, let's pray for Tracy. Let's have thoughts and prayers to Tracy. Lori says Jean, her father is oh. Um, you must my messages. What was in your messages? "I would love to see you in a room with crazies. You would eat them right up." I do it every morning on this show. Yes, I agree. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. Show us the Scientology or get out. Yeah, boring. Exactly. Dr. Minkoff. Yeah, it's like, why are you even here? Dr. Minkoff. Rude. The vimers and the nastiness. So, ha 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 ha. All right. I think again that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Veterans Day. If you have the day off, enjoy the day off. Get yourself a nice glass of wine like Miss VP Kamala Harris. Live it up. Enjoy your 3-day weekend if you have a 3-day weekend. I don't have a 3-day weekend. I'm here, but I'm here doing my civic duty, hosting another episode of No Filter with Zack Peter for you. I'll be here again Tuesday, well, will I be here on Wednesday? Yes, I should be. I have an event on Wednesday, but I should be. All right, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. Get lit, live life, and cheers to all the veterans. All right. Give me a follow at Just Plain Zack, or you can follow the podcast at No Filter with Zack all over the internet. Like I said, if you're watching this and you're enjoying the episode, hit that like button before you head on out. And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, then absolutely be sure to leave a review. They really do help. I appreciate them. I've loved reading them. They've kept me sane. They've kept me positive. So please keep leaving those reviews on Apple Podcasts. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Ciao for now. And on Spotify, please keep leaving those ratings. The ratings going up on Spotify. So I was like, okay, let's get it. All right, guys. Bye. Ciao for now. Talk to you later.